Yeah, it took me a while to get to it. Sorry for that, but let's do the end of season wrap up. So let's get to it. So first, let me pat myself on the back a little bit. Lamar Jackson, QB7 for average points per game, QB 14 for total points. That's about where I predicted, somewhere between 8 and 15. So hopefully you were able to stay away from him this season. And then Trevor Lawrence was better than expected. The addition of Doug Peterson as head coach for the Jaguars helped him out. If you had him as your QB2, your backup QB, I think you did okay. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles defense and special teams ended up as 5th for the season. And if you were able to pick them up in the last round of your draft, then you could just drop them in and leave them there for the entire season. Only had to worry about them on their bye week. So that would have helped you too. And the big winner for me this year was Josh Jacobs, running back 3 in PPR, running back 1 in standard. If you picked him up in the 4th round, what a good deal that was. Hopefully, if you did, you were able to finish in the money this season. Also, 3 wide receivers that I really liked. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 5 in PPR, wide receiver 6 in standard. Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver 7 in PPR, wide receiver 9 in standard. And Christian Kirk, wide receiver 12 in PPR, and wide receiver 11 in standard. I had a team where I was able to get all 3, and it worked out really well for me. There were some things that were surprising. I mean, there always are. I didn't realize or didn't think that the Seattle Seahawks would be that good this season. Geno Smith played really well, and then DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett were much better than expected. And Miles Sanders got a lot more red zone carries. You know, the season prior he didn't, but they decided to give it to him in the red zone. Wow, what a good idea. So there's always a few things that take you by surprise, and you got to roll with the punches. Lastly, I had 4 fantasy teams that I spent money on. I had a couple teams that went through and won the consolation bracket, so I got some money from them. And I had one team that did finish in first place. Very nice. So I ended up investing around $220 and ended up winning around $480. So not too shabby. It was nice to get that first place team. And the other 2 teams, well, one was really disappointing. I didn't get anything from that team, but the other 2 teams, even though the team scored a lot of points, we just had the misfortune of the week-to-week matchups. I didn't win, but they scored a lot of points, and 2 teams came through the consolation bracket, so I was able to get some money back. So overall, pretty good season. It's always nice to get a first-place team, and I'd like to finish by saying thank you to my 12 subscribers. Follow me, my 12 disciples, and I will lead you to the promised land. So take care, enjoy the off season, and I'll see you at the start of the 2023 season. Remember, it's a jungle out there, and YouTube, stay free.